Hell, there we go. Hello, everybody. Blind Metal Gamer here with you once again, and it is time for another video game accessibility video. In this video, I'm going to discuss um, how Doom: The Dark Ages could be made fully blind, playable for blind and low vision gamers. We've got confirmation of we know they're going to be coming in with a menu narrator later on. So what I want to do in this video is discuss some of the other things they could do to make this more accessible. Because right now it's not fully blind playable, but it's playable for low vision. I want to focus on the blind playable side. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about 5 ways Doom: The Dark Ages could be made fully playable by blind and low vision players. I'm going to start with number one, which is the audio options. Again, we know there's going to be a menu narrator coming in. We don't know how advanced it's going to be or how basic it's going to be. So there's that. Another way it could be made playable is audio cues for things such as pickups, uh, locking onto enemies, enemy defeats, um, maybe for when the player is defeated. That way the player would know when they have been defeated or when they defeat an enemy. Another thing that would make the game blind playable, and that they've got various difficulty options. But another thing that I'm thinking of under the audio department is descriptive audio. And my thought for this is, again, cutscenes in any in-game cutscenes that might be in Doom: The Dark Ages have descriptive audio for that if they can do it. And the menu narrator, I want to circle back around to that point briefly. It needs to be advanced. It needs to be like Marvel Spider-Man 2's menu narrator, or it needs to be like The Last of Us Part 1 and Part Two's mini narrator, or Mortal Kombat 1's screen reader. So those are some games that have, or Diablo 4's. So um, the mini narrator needs to read everything, not just your basic menu navigation, but I mean button prompts, etc., to help the blind play the game. And then okay, now I'm going to go into gameplay and navigation. Now, as far as gameplay goes, you're getting your basic, it's just a run and gun. So for gameplay, I'm going to suggest auto targeting for targeting enemies, um, audio cues for when an enemy is defeated, or when it is time to do an execution move on an enemy, have an audio cue for that. Uh, not just the visual orange cue, but have an audio cue as well. Have an audio cue for when you parried an enemy and when you can do a counter attack. Have an audio cue, various audio cues for that. And then let's see, I've done discussed targeting, audio cues. Another thing for gameplay and exploration, navigational assistance. So if you have a specific objective in that level and you have to find it, there needs to be a way for the player who is blind or has low vision to be able to find that independently. So I think what they should do is have either a kind of like with Diablo 4, or have it kind of like with Spider-Man 2, where you click the stick and you can hear the ping, have like a point of interest ping, and then make it where the camera points to that interest where that way it'll help the player who is blind and low vision be able to find their way to the objective. And then another thing that would help as far as making the game playable for blind and low vision players, and I know they've got this, they have difficulty options. I think if they don't have it already, they should add customizable difficulty for things like combat. I think they already have that in there, so that's covered. Um, so yeah, those are some ways that Doom the Dark Ages could be made fully playable for blind and low vision gamers. If you have any other options or any other ways that this could be done in the comment section below, let's talk about it. With that being said, I've been Blind Moto Gamer saying stay cool, stay safe, so long, and peace out.